She's a social person, but she's physically terrified of all of you guys.
I am. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna go to school Monday and everyone who secretly, who says they don't listen to a Gen Z perspective but still do, I think most people actually love it. But there's a few people, who mention it in the school as a joke, and I'm like, but you're still listening to it.
Yeah.
Obviously. If you're gonna make this reference, you listen to the episode, so shut the fuck up.
You know what?
We're like, oh my god. Alex.
See, but that's why you wanted to podcast, right?
Nico.
Oh my god, Daphne, no way, girl.
Done.
Yeah?
Oh, I have to tell you something.
Okay.
So there's a certain group of people at the high school right now.
Yep.
Totally making fun of your podcast.
I'm not surprised. It's pretty funny.
Not in a bad way. It's actually just super entertaining. But I just wanted you to know. And today we had a theoretical debate. It was a funny debate in law class about making Salzburg an independent nation.
We should do that. I'm in.
And the only two propaganda outlets / education / media outlets were the Driftwood and a Gen Z perspective. So yeah, you're welcome for that.
I'm excited. Does that mean that you're gonna get picked on for coming on the show?
Oh yeah, that's okay. I'm excited. Honestly,
yes.
I'm excited.
Yes, that's what I want, you know?
I mean, they're just upset because they're still in high school.
Yeah, fuck them. No, but there's not enough bullying around, and I want to give a space for people to feel uncomfortable and get picked on, you know?
Oh, there you go. I mean, I remember when you put me under blast a few weeks ago. Oh, sorry, it was Seth.
What did he say?
Talking about how all these girls, and then he did his girl impression, how we're complaining about not being able to party.
Yeah, that was absolutely him making fun of you.
Yeah, I know, because we had the conversation the day before.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's okay, I want to go to parties, so...
You know the thing is that all of us do?
Yeah.
All of us do? Alright. Shall we actually do it?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome back to A Gen Z Perspective, episode 7. Thank you for viewing, listening, and subscribing. And if you can find us on social media, I fucking hate doing these intros so
Sorry,
much.
I'm moving. I'm gonna stop moving. I can't sit still.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Welcome back. Episode 7. We're doing something new. Kind of, sort of, not really. It's still just me because Seth and Troy decided they're not interested anymore. But I got Daphne on.
Hi, guys.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Extremely?
Extremely.
That's okay. Me too. Every time I come into this room and start recording, I have a little panic attack. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm breathing really heavy right now. I hope no one can hear that.
Don't worry, we only use $60 mics, so it's okay. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay, we're good. They look pretty fancy in my opinion.
It's something we're trying. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Daphne, we've been friends for a really long time.
4 years, all of high school for me.
All of high school.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
Feels longer than that, honestly.
Longer than 4 years?
Yeah.
Well, it's because our lives kind of restart when you go into high school.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, yeah, I remember that.
It's kind of the start of a new life. I mean, you traveled a lot.
Me especially. Well, I moved here from Alberta, as soon as high school. I moved here the night before my first day of high school.
Really?
Yeah, so it was a restart to my whole life, and I feel like this is my life, and it has been.
Yeah, even though you only lived here for 4 years.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is so strange. So what was it like in Alberta?
I still think of Alberta as home. It's definitely a lot different. The town where I lived in, everyone was the same. Everyone did this same things. Everyone played the same sports. And when I moved here, everyone's super unique and different. So that was kind of cool. And there's a lot of bullying at my old school. I went to a Catholic school, and those kids are so mean, and they are not okay with anything different. So when I got here, I was like, holy shit, everyone is so friendly.
Everybody's nice here.
Yeah, everyone's nice here, and I don't know, I just really appreciate it, so...
Well, there you go.
It was kind of, I don't want to say culture shock, because it's not really a different culture, but, some things, for the whole, first half of a year, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I would consider it a culture shock, almost.
It felt like a fever dream. I guess
really?
Maybe... Yeah, no, seriously.
So it was that different?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm really interested, because I have lived here my whole life.
Yeah.
I've traveled a lot, but I've never gone to another school. And when I was, 14, 15, I really wanted to go to a different school and be the quote-unquote new kid. And then I heard and saw from people like you what other schools were like, and I was like, wow, fuck that.
No, you don't want to be the new kid. I mean, it was nice being the new kid at GIS, because it's a super welcoming school. I made friends, instantly.
Everybody's
amazing.
super nice.
Everyone's
right
so
off the bat.
nice. And, like, I still looked like a little rat in grade 9. Like, I changed a lot in grade 10, I want to say, but I was, like, so ugly in middle school. I honestly understand why people bullied me so much. And so when I got to, like, high school, I was like, wow, everyone's so nice, but, like, also everyone looks so much nicer than me. Like, what's going on? And, like, also the way I dressed was so insanely different. It was, like, because I was used to a very strict dress code.
Right.
And I was like, I'm dressing like a little Catholic kid.
There was a strict dress code?
Oh yeah, for sure. We couldn't show shoulders, no collarbones, like.
Oh my god, Daphne, I can see your ankles.
Oh my god, yeah, like no, sexualizing knees, like it was crazy. So.
Really?
Yeah, no crop tops, anything.
That sucks.
I know people at our school they wear like lace bras, like.
It's like the best part of high school.
I mean, it's entertaining for sure, but like.
No. So. I think that's kind of weird, and it goes to show how narrow-minded a lot of the people here are.
Yeah.
Because I ran into you yesterday. Was it yesterday? And you were telling me that there was talks about how people on this island are racist and mean.
Yeah.
And there's all this, like, what did you call it?
Well, I quoted another girl, and she said, deep-rooted racism and sexism.
In GIS. This is the same school that you came to from Alberta and went, holy shit, everybody here is so nice and accepting. Yeah. Like, the same school where multiple kids, there's kids in wheelchairs, there's kids with disabilities, and no one picks on them, no one's mean to them, nothing like that happens.
And, okay, well, I have to acknowledge my white privilege in this situation, because maybe if I was a different color, I had like a different sexuality, be a little bit different, but like at my old school we'd hear like the N-word all the time every day in a middle school, and like that's appalling, and things like that were happening every day. I got here, everyone is so incredibly respectful. Like, I'm not hearing anything, like maybe it's happening somewhere else, I'm not hearing anything racist, not one thing.
And it almost never happens.
Almost never happens. And everyone's like, there's a lot of, like, really deep-rooted racism and sexism. Like, it's crazy. It's out of control. I'm like, you guys have clearly never...
Left Salt Spring.
Like, are you aware there's a ferry in Fulford? You can go straight to another city if you'd like to. Like...
Or even the Crofton ferry.
Go experience the world. Like, there's even another small town, you'd see something different.
But, it's so strange to me, the difference between Crofton and... Salt Spring?
Yeah.
You take a 30-minute ferry over, and the people are so fucking different.
It's so different. I mean, we used to party all the time in Ladysmith, and although those people are so much fun, but, like, they're just so different.
They're so different.
And we live so close together. It's crazy. We even, like, use different slang. It's like we live in the same area.
It's because Salt Spring is a bubble.
Yeah.
Salt Spring is totally a bubble. Yeah, I don't think I agree more. Salt Spring should be a little nation.
Yeah. I mean, it was a super interesting debate. It was really funny. Super ironic.
That is really funny, actually. But it's true.
Yeah.
Right? And then, okay, so the reason that you guys had that meeting, right, that you were talking to me about, is because of the shirts.
It was...
The shirts.
There have been multiple meetings about the shirts.
Why?
This was like our 5th meeting. That's an exaggeration. No, not really, actually. Why?
Yeah, why are they having so many meetings?
To quote another student, it's trending on Twitter.
I fucking hate social media.
Because every other grad class, they'd write all these things on their white shirts. We had, the worst things we had on our shirts, like, okay, I didn't see it myself, but apparently there was one swastika. That's pretty bad. That's really bad. And someone wrote, All Lives Matter. Those were the 2 things that we got in really big trouble for. Okay. And I'm just thinking about the previous years, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I get getting in trouble, but... the fact that they suspended students and, like, some kids are, like, their scholarships are threatened, and, like, even after all that went away, we were facing threats on Instagram. That Instagram account, I want to say it's Black Vancouver, they posted, like, this terrible post, and, like, all these comments are just people literally living in Vancouver, like, commenting horrible things, and it's just, it has not gone away, it's followed us.
So, do you think has that actually affected you?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Probably not as much.
Okay, but has it affected people, like, in your grade, in grade 12?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm just aggravated, honestly.
I can see that.
It's not really affected me in a terrible way. It bothers me.
I mean, it's kind of shitty, to be honest, because the thing is that people like that sit there and they spend all day on Twitter and Instagram, like, looking at things. In my opinion, they're most of the time just fucking losers.
Yeah, well, because you don't know the situation. Like, that's the huge thing, is not many people know the situation.
Yeah. Well, one, they don't know the situation, but also they people who spend all of their time just sitting there, like shifting through Twitter feeds and Instagram feeds, it's because they don't, generally, you'll probably see it in girls our age. Or,
social justice warriors. Sorry, I had to say
or old men who have no real power in life, and by going onto these Twitter feeds and getting a group of people to hate on somebody else, they feel like they have power, and that's all that they do.
Well, and it's making a really bad image for our generation. Like, I'm not saying these things aren't big problems.
Yeah,
but I feel like we're going about it the wrong way, and it's getting to the point where no one's going to listen to us because no one wants to, because of how irritating everyone is.
Yeah.
You know, like, I end up just swiping through these stories instead of reading them. Like, I used to read them, like, oh, this is an interesting topic. Now I'm like, you're pissing me off.
You're just posting garbage, and I'm not. Exactly. I don't have time to read it because there's so much, and none of it means anything.
None of it means, and they're all like personal attacks too. Like, I'm like, calm down, like, settle down.
How does that solve the issue that you're trying to help?
No, it doesn't solve the issue at all. And I'm not saying I know how to solve the issues. I don't. But I'm thinking, this is not how we go about it.
This isn't how you do it.
Like, this is embarrassing.
And then the other thing is that, like, you guys got in trouble for those shirts and those drawings. I graduated a year before you.
Yeah.
Our year.
Holy shit.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah.
Our year was so much worse. The year before mine was so much quote unquote worse.
Yeah.
But I had the teachers laughing. We had the teachers coming up to us. There was like, I think the worst reprimand we got was, hey, maybe you shouldn't wear that shirt.
Yeah.
There was no suspension. There was no scholarships gone. And to be fair, the only difference is the times.
The times and the people. I mean, what happened was there's this kid sitting, and there was something written on his back. We all wore our shirts to school.
Yeah, as you do.
And one of the students at our school took a picture of it and sent it to another former student who now lives in Victoria, and she took it to Instagram. She sent it to the principal, and it was just crazy. It was a photo of the All Lives Matter thing, and it just said All Lives Matter. It didn't say White Lives Matter or anything like that. It wasn't, I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing to put on a shirt, but it wasn't outwardly
aggressive.
It wasn't aggressive. Yeah, it might have been offensive, not aggressive though, and it was posted immediately all over social media. And that happened in the span of like 2 hours, and then we had this huge meeting, and they were taking kids' shirts away, like, they took, like, everyone, like, had to go and find, like, other shirts in their lockers and stuff.
To wear?
To wear.
They'd be walking around shirtless.
Yeah.
Well, that's so much better than just wearing a white t-shirt.
Oh my god, Hudson had to wear, like, this super hot sweater, because the other shirt he had, he felt uncomfortable wearing, because it was, like, see-through.
But okay, so you don't have to answer this, but I'm really curious, because I don't actually know, what is so bad about All Lives Matter? Is it taking away from? Is it because it takes away from the Black Lives Matter thing? Is that the reason?
See, I don't even want to say this out loud, but like I personally do believe all lives matter, and I think everyone believes that. But I think it's because at the time there was a Black Lives Matter movement,
right?
And they're like, okay, well, of course all lives matter, but right now we're talking about Black lives.
Okay, see, because that actually fucking not that in general really pisses me off.
Yeah.
And just the way that you phrased it, it's not you, but like the kind of way that humans work is you said at the moment there was a movement.
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
Why doesn't it stay?
Why isn't it still here?
Yeah.
Why is it that one day every single person was posting a black square on Instagram, and now that was a movement?
Yeah, now we're talking about something else entirely. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that it shouldn't have been a movement in the first place, but I feel like these are things that we should always be talking about.
Yeah, but
we just forget about them.
Like, why is it just a phase?
I don't know.
Because the problem is still fucking here.
We're on to the next thing, when now we're going to saturate the media with something else.
Yeah, and we're going to move on, and we're going to attack this group of high school students that wanted to have fun for one night and got drunk and did stuff that people do all the time. And
I just want to put it out there, I might be more pissed off than a lot of people in my grad class.
Well, you're an opinionated person.
I'm an opinionated person, and I cannot speak for them, but it pisses me off. Like,
duh. Yeah. No shit. Of course it pisses you off.
So, like, maybe I'm making a big deal out of nothing, but that's exactly what this is. It's a big deal out of something that shouldn't have blown up like that.
Okay, how about this? We have one of our best friends is black.
Yeah.
Right? So, and I had a conversation with her, and I think you might have been there, where she told me that a white person was telling her how she should feel
Yep.
about the shirts that were being written.
Fuck shirt. I mean, our cut that out.
No, I'm leaving it in. She can say.
Our friend's shirt said White Lives Matter on it. Someone else wrote it. No one reprimanded her. And I mean, I think that's fine. I don't really give a fuck. But, like, it's just ironic.
It's funny.
It's funny, yeah.
Okay, the fact that somebody wrote it, I think it's funny because she doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
And she also, I've talked to her about it and been like, hey, like, openly, like, what do you think? And she says, and when I talk to other people about it, they'll be like, oh, well, she probably just doesn't feel safe to speak up. No! She fucking's fine speaking up. She doesn't care. She's comfortable here.
I mean, no one should tell you how you actually should feel about it. We shouldn't say, okay, you shouldn't care. If she wants to care, she's allowed. Just like anyone. But, like,
no.
If she feels the way she, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's the fact that she says, I don't care.
Yeah.
And that somebody else is saying, well, she's only saying that because you're not making her feel comfortable to voice her opinion.
Yeah, but it's not there. Like, that's a voice that's not yours. You can't speak for her. You can't do that.
It's just,
like,
it's just weird. I don't understand. I think the thing that pissed me off more than anything else is shown by this photo that I saw when all of the whole Black Lives Matter movement was happening. And it was when there was a black police officer and a white dude yelling, fuck you don't know, like, what you're doing. And I'm like, do you get the point? Do you understand what you're supposed to be doing? It's not a fight against police officers.
No,
it's a fight against the way that black people are treated. And it's a black dude, and he's standing there, and he's literally like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, see, I don't get that either. Like, whatever it was, the boycott cops movement thing, I was like, we need those people. Like, they help us. And I don't know, a lot of them are good people. Like,
they are good people.
Not all of them are, doing terrible things. Like, I understand that there's a few, like, not great people.
Cops, but there's also not great. There's also not great people.
There's not great everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So fuck off. Like,
I get it because cops should have. They're put in a position of power, right?
Yeah.
They're able to hold a weapon legally. Yeah. They're able, and they put it on display. And there's definitely like a thing about police officers. So there should be more screening. There definitely should be.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't think I really am educated enough to speak on this.
Of course.
To be honest. So I can only say how I feel, but.
That's true. It is a Gen Z perspective. It's just
about
no, but yeah, we don't have to go into that because it's a really goddamn touchy subject.
It is, and I just don't want to make myself look like an idiot.
Yeah, no, I
Or
understand
offend anyone, like so.
Yeah, I offended a lot of people here already. So.
I'm sure I have too.
Have you? Just in this 30-minute conversation, someone is already in their Twitter, like they're going in the comments right now, like, oh fuck you did this. How could you say that about it?
I don't want to offend anyone, maybe unless you're an idiot, then I don't really care.
Well, that's the other thing is like, if it's someone who has no genuine constructive criticism or like good outlook on life, why do you care what they think?
Why do you care? I'm like, oh my god, some people, I'm sorry, I don't want your opinion. And I'm like, oh, people can say that to me too. If you told me right now, Daphne, shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear what you have to say, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I'd probably get a little bit aggravated, but like, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. Like,
well, you know what the best part about this is? They can just press pause.
Yeah.
And
they can also skip my voice if you want.
Well, no, but the other thing is, like, in real life, you can walk away.
You can walk away, and I've done that, actually, multiple times. So, like, sometimes because I'm just like, I don't want to open my mouth, I'm just going to leave.
I'm not getting in this conversation with you. Hang on.
Yeah.
Fuck off, I'm leaving.
Well, because I know myself too well. Like, right. I
You snap.
Yeah.
I really like you at parties because you have no filter and it's so good.
Is it though?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Because you're never attacking anyone. How do you quote it? Nico, it's okay. I'm brutally honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, I understand if people don't want to listen to me. Like, I get it.
No, but it's good advice. They should listen to you. Great friend of mine. Hey, man, your pants are too tight.
Oh, yeah. I said about 2 sizes too small.
Doesn't listen to me saying it.
No.
But guess what? 3 days later, he's got less tight pants.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because
see, it's good for him. Though.
Because girls don't understand the power they have.
No.
100% will listen. They're like, you critique someone's appearance in a way that they can actually change,
Yeah.
they'll fucking do it.
And I mean, again, I don't want to be mean, but some things I just can't keep to myself. I'm like, fuck you. I got bullied for so many years for literally being short. I'm gonna tell you, your pants are too tight.
Put some stilts on, Daphne.
Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care. I did care. I cared a lot. And then I got over myself.
Yeah. That's good, because, I got bullied for being short as well.
Yeah, it sucks. I can't imagine being bullied for being short as a guy. Like, you weren't even that short. Well, maybe when you were younger.
I started high school 4'11".
Yeah, okay. I did too. I'm still 4'11".
I was the same height as you when I walked into those fucking
nuts.
doors.
Okay, but you grew a lot.
Yeah, but, what doesn't help?
What?
When your best friends say, yeah, Nico, girls have told me that if you're under 6 feet, you're basically a child.
No, that's so sad. That's so mean, and that's not true. Can I just say, on our little Tofino expedition, we met some people who we partied with all night.
Yeah.
One of these guys, extremely attractive, super short. He's short, okay?
Okay, we're talking 5'6"?
Sure.
Okay,
5'6".
cool. 5'6".
I don't know.
Yes,
actually.
that is pretty
I have
short.
No gauge anymore because
your boyfriend's
my
6'4". You literally will be standing on 2 steps lower than him, and he'll be on 2 steps lower than you, and he'll still be like a foot taller.
Yeah, there's a foot between us, at least. Anyway, yeah. So I'm just saying, height is not everything. And you can do other things to
make up for that.
We'll make up for that, or make yourself feel better, like.
True. Okay, because that's good, because that is one of the questions that I got asked.
Oh, okay.
When I said there was a girl coming on, they're like, does height matter?
Not to everyone. I mean, maybe if I were a tall girl, like,
right,
I wouldn't want to date someone shorter than me. Like, I'm not speaking for them.
Yeah. That is. I think a lot of it is you don't have to be super tall, but and maybe an inch taller. Like,
yeah.
if you're 5'9", maybe don't go for a girl that's 6 foot.
No.
Right?
I mean, I definitely, obviously, I have my preferences.
Yeah.
But I've been into guys that were pretty short, and.
I feel like most of them have been tall, white, skinny boys.
Okay, shut up. There's been a few short ones. Yep.
Okay, so if you are shorter, what are some things that you can do?
That's a good question. I think it's more this sounds so basic, but I have to say the personality.
That's because it's kind of the most important part.
Well, yeah, I guess if you're gonna be short, be outgoing, maybe. I really like someone who is funny, they're outgoing, they want to talk, they want to make conversations and meet people. That is so attractive to me. Like
a little bit of confidence,
a little bit of confidence. Maybe they want to entertain you a little bit, and you can kind of tell. That's cute.
I think you make a girl laugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No idea. It's game changing.
Yeah. No, that makes a huge. If you're funny, oh my god. It sounds so basic, but it's so true.
But the thing is, I think it's the same way for girls. If a girl comes up to me and she's amazing, stunningly beautiful, 10 out of 10, and I start having a conversation with her, and I'm finding myself thinking about whale sounds.
Yeah. What?
Okay, so you have a conversation.
You just jumped a few topics. Whale sounds.
No. Okay, so you're you're in class, right?
I'm in class.
You're listening to the teacher.
Okay.
You tune them out.
Yep.
Come in.
Do you have the blender?
Do I have the blender?
Yeah.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You sure?
Yes.
It's not upstairs.
I promise you, it's upstairs. Where was I? I jumped a few
Whale
topics.
sounds.
Okay, yeah, okay, whale sounds.
You were at whale sounds.
Okay, whale sounds. Sorry, he wears high heels.
Why?
He's shorter than my mom, and he walks around in high heels. They're not actually high heels, but they're platforms.
I love it.
They were actually my mom's old shoes too.
I'm all over it. I support the high heels.
I don't. They're so fucking loud. They walk around on my head in the morning.
Oh, the clopping.
Click, click, click. No, okay, so you're in class, right? Yep. And fucking okay, I can get this story. Whale sounds. It's like we smoked a joint or something.
Yeah,
we're like, dude, whale sounds. No, okay. It's like you're tuning somebody out.
Yep.
So if I'm talking to a girl who's a 10 out of 10, and I hear whale noises, it's
You still haven't explained it.
That's the sound that I put on in my brain.
That's what they sound like?
No. To mask the sound of the girl's voice because it's boring.
Is that what people do to me?
All the time, honestly.
I think I have the most irritating voice.
Well, you're gonna find out.
I was in beach chat today and Liv was like, "Holy shit, you're loud!" I brought it up.
You are so loud.
I know. I'm working on it.
I think it's good. You should why? You should have a podcast.
I want to.
You and Octavia. Look, I only use this stuff like once a week. You guys want to come over, you can do your own version of Call Her Daddy.
I think we would. Oh, we were just talking about doing like a Walmart brand Call Her Daddy, and you would be MILF Hunter.
Who's that?
Nico.
I don't know.
Wow,
who that
you
is.
say you listen to Call Her Daddy, you don't.
I don't listen to. Okay, it's not a TV show. I'll like be like, okay, I'm going to work today. People say Call Her Daddy's cool. Let's look at it. Let's listen to an episode.
Okay. Maybe
Who's
it's just because I
MILF
spend so many hours working. I need Call Her Daddy to
So
get
do I.
Okay, well, do you not listen to podcasts?
No, I do, but who?
Just
okay,
not Call Her Daddy.
Who's MILF Hunter?
He's Alex's friend, and has a lot of bodies. And no, that is not why I'm saying you should be MILF Hunter.
Wow.
Nico, I'm just telling you who he is. So
Okay,
because
sure.
of this,
Yeah, I
he
see, I
has
get it.
a lot of experience with girls.
Uh-huh.
And he always has like the most amazing advice, and I feel like you're just always like, anyone has a question. I ask you a question about anything. I'm a virgin, never had sex before. I'm like, Nico, tell me everything. You'll give me the best advice, like from a guy.
Thank you.
You ask a girl the same questions, they'll be like,
Well, to be fair, most of your friends aren't really more than virgins.
well.
And also, they have the worst goddamn advice.
Fuck, that's true. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Alex and Sophia, I'm pretty sure they gave each other bad advice.
True. Well, you can tell that those two fucking got each other in so much trouble.
Holy shit. I've just gotten to the part where Alex is alone. I'm not going to talk about this anymore, but,
You're a
dude,
super
those
fan.
two, I'm a super fan, but they had
break
a
up.
huge ass falling out.
Yeah, I know. They break up.
And it's sad. I love Sophia.
I don't know enough about the show.
Okay, we're moving on.
I don't know enough about the show. So you think that I am a fuckboy
No.
that has a lot of bodies?
No, we used to call you a fuckboy when we were younger, and I remember you got really upset with me.
Yeah, because I hate fuckboys.
Okay. I don't really, honestly.
Don't perpetuate this. Like,
Okay,
why?
sorry.
What part of a fuckboy is good?
They're usually pretty attractive.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, so Daphne, is personality important? Yeah, but if they're hot, like, I don't know.
Okay, shut up. If I don't know them and they're hot.
Okay, fine. Fine. You talk about like first impressions, fuckboys are generally good.
Well, yes. Like, I don't know. That sounds so bad. I only have one real experience with a fuckboy, and it was not a bad experience. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good experience.
I'm gonna cut this, but are you talking?
No! I'm talking about Marcus from Ladysmith. You have no idea who he is.
No, I don't know who he is. Okay, so can you tell if a guy's a fuckboy by, like, is there like a characteristic before you really get to meet him?
I feel like they just have a way about them. Like,
They got,
they
like,
have
an aura?
an aura. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like fuckboy is like written right on their forehead, and maybe they look like a fuckboy at first. Okay. You have to cut that.
No, it's okay.
I was gonna use an analogy, but it didn't make sense. Like, every fuckboy looks like a fuckboy, but not every person who looks like a fuckboy is a fuckboy.
See, that's true. That's true because I look like a fuckboy.
But you're not a fuckboy.
But I'm really not.
Yeah.
Like, I was. You know, actually.
Oh, so you admit it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No doubt. I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and she asked me to go back through some of my old conversations with girls that I've been with in the past.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why? Why was I like that?
Yeah.
Why did I have social media when I was 15 years old?
Hey, listen, I was the same way. Like,
That's true.
you see my conversations, you're like, Daphne, holy shit, you're ruthless.
You're beyond ruthless. You're manipulative. And actually, most girls are manipulative.
Oh, yeah, it's not just me. Girls are fucking crazy.
They are terrifying.
Yeah.
You guys all scare me.
Guys
You
love the crazy, though.
Yeah, we do.
Exactly.
But, like, at the same time, it's so not okay. Okay,
What?
look at this.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? You literally dead ass, this is before you had a boyfriend, before you grew up a little bit, looked me in the eye and said, I just like making them feel things and chase me, but once I got them, I'm not really interested anymore.
Okay. Maybe I thought that in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time imagining me saying that out loud.
I can picture it because I think you've said it more than once.
Okay.
But this was like back,
Nico,
15.
Our conversations are a safe place.
Oh, so I shouldn't tell a bunch of people.
No, I don't care anymore. Yeah, 15-year-old me, I was like, holy shit, like I just grew up a little bit, like I'm cute now, like I don't look like an ogre anymore. I was like, holy shit, like I have some power, like. And
it went to your head.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, same. So that's where the fuckboy and like the player and all that thing. So it doesn't just happen to guys then, it's to girls too.
Oh yeah.
They found the blender, guys. They found the fucking blender. This is why I need to move out. Or buy a studio.
I love this.
This room's pretty cool, right?
That's pretty cool.
I'm working on it. So here, I bought 3 beanbags, and we're just gonna lay beanbags down there. Yeah. And then, I don't know what else to do with the room, but we'll figure it out.
I know, it's
okay, wait. Where were we before the blender came in?
Fuck boys. You were putting me on blast, basically. You were calling me an asshole.
I really like doing that too. It's so funny. Like when we were skiing, and those 2 girls that were just kind of there. What were your takes on them?
Oh, the girls we were talking to at the very end?
Yeah.
They seemed sweet, but I thought they were exchange students.
They were exchange students. Yeah, they couldn't speak English.
Well, it wasn't even that. I just feel exchange students give off this intense exchange student vibe.
You could just tell?
You can tell. And I thought that before because I couldn't really hear anything, to be honest.
True.
They seemed nice. Why?
Because I put you on blast. I full on gave you a goddamn noogie and I was like, oh, she's such a fun little...
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't care.
That's good. She texted me recently. One of the girls, yeah, she texted me and she said, I like you.
Ooh.
And I said, what do you mean? She said...
Like?
No, she said, yeah, I don't know. She said, well, actually, I do know. Let me get to it. She said, I like you. And I said, what do you mean? She said, you're a really sweet boy and you're kind of hot. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she's like, just to be clear, like, as a friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a little bit upsetting.
No, not at all. I had, out of the blue, that was the first thing she texted me. Right. I hadn't talked to her for 2 weeks, and she just randomly says, I like you.
Was the just to be clear part sent in a separate message?
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
Okay, I see. This is the thing. I don't read into these things. Yeah. But you do. This is why I have you and the girls as my friends. It's because you guys are so helpful. Yeah. Because I don't understand girls.
No, I just said the most cryptic shit and I'm not even going to explain it.
What do you mean? Explain it to me.
No, because I'm going to sound like an asshole.
No, you're not.
If it's sent in a separate message,
okay,
the second thing is either one of 2 things. An explanation or an afterthought. So if it were like a dare for her to text you, then the second text would be an explanation. But if she did it impulsively and she was like, oh, I like him, like he's hot, like, oh shit. And then 5 minutes later, she's like, oh shit, like I can't believe what I just said. Like that was like really outward, like, oh shit. Then it's an afterthought.
Okay. So then that was kind of her covering for her impulse to be like, oh my god, I want to text you. And then, oh fuck, why did I do that?
From my experience.
Yeah. Yes. No, I could see that because I've definitely done the same thing.
Yeah, and not a regret thing, but it could have been, she's like, whoa, that was bold. Like,
yeah. But I think it's good. I think being bold is a good idea.
Oh, like, it's great.
What do I always tell Octavia? She sits there, she stresses forever, and I say, just fucking do it.
Just do it, yeah.
Just take the goddamn step, because all the time, 90% of the time, when a girl asks a guy out, they will say yes. Yeah. Because guys are fucking desperate.
I never personally have asked someone out. Too terrified.
But why? You know that they'll say yes.
That's true. I think I've, like, notioned towards it. I've, like, suggested that a guy and I, like, go out together.
Right. But you haven't said the words like, hey, will you go out with me?
I don't think so.
Is it a power thing?
Nope. It's a scared of being rejected thing.
Oh, my God. See, because I know with some girls, it's I'm old-fashioned and I need the guy to ask me out.
Could be, yeah.
Right? So, but for you, you just don't want to be rejected?
Yeah.
But why? You're so confident all the time. Why does it matter?
Because I have rejected people.
Isn't it fun?
Well, it's fun for me. It didn't look fun for them. I don't want to be on the receiving end.
But you gotta experience it.
It's a
part of life.
I know, and it's gonna come, but, like, if I can help it.
I love being rejected. It's so funny.
That was sarcastic, right?
No. It's so funny. I'm trying to think. When I was single for the first time in a little bit, you become single and you're like, fuck, I don't know what to do. So me and the boys went to Victoria.
Right.
And we walked around trying to just get people's numbers. It is honestly, it's really funny.
It seems fun. I mean, yeah.
I went up to like a 26-year-old girl that
shit.
that was sitting at a hotel, like she was working inside of a hotel, and I was like, damn, like you're really cute, and like I'm sorry for knowing you. Can I get your number? And she was like, no, you're too young for me.
Oh, fuck. I was gonna say, did anything come of that? Oh, that's upsetting.
No. Well, there was a couple. Like I did get numbers. It was
Yeah.
fun. It worked. I mean, there was this one person. I find if you like point out characteristics of a girl that's not her ass or her tits,
Right.
they're a lot. It's like, wow, you actually noticed me.
Well, yeah, I feel like because odds are it's the thing that they like about themselves.
Yeah, I mean, like for this girl, like we were on the bus. I saw her on the bus, and I was like, damn. Okay, hang on, boys. I need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were walking down the street. We didn't know where we were going. We were just following her.
Yeah.
She goes off to the side of the thing, and I say, okay, you guys keep walking. And I walk up to her, and I make up this story. I'm like, so do you guys know? Do you know where the nearest bank here is? I just came here from Salt Spring. I don't know the city very
Nearest
well.
bank?
Do you know where the nearest bank is? And
Oh
she's
my
like,
God.
no, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I think there should be one that way. And I kind of kept it going for a little while. And then I started to walk away. And then I turned back and I was like, look, I totally made that up.
Oh my God.
I don't need to know where the bank is. I saw your eyes and they're so beautiful. All right, she's wearing a mask. I can't like see her
Yeah.
face. Can I get your number?
Oh, see, that's a good thing to say. Then you're not being creepy, because as soon as you're like, oh, we're just following her, and then I went and walked up to her, I was like, holy shit, if I were her, I'd be terrified.
Yeah, no.
Scared for my life.
Look, I have some game.
Yeah.
I've been in it for a little bit.
Yeah.
But like
No, see, I like that. Like, saying someone has nice eyes and being like, oh, fuck, like, that ass. That's catcalling someone.
that's catcalling. Well, that's
Like,
gross.
And that's not cute. No, yeah, it's gross.
So okay, so why is catcalling so unattractive for girls?
Because usually it's old, gross men doing it.
So if it was a hot guy, you wouldn't care?
I think it depends. I think I would feel less disgusted, but still just as uncomfortable.
Really? See, that's something that's so different, because if a girl was to whistle at me, I'd be like, wait, what? No way.
Well, because you never know, like, guys, like, can be creepy and young.
True.
You know, like,
True.
you never know what their actual intentions are. Like, I'm not saying that all guys are gross and disgusting and have bad intentions. The odds are they probably just are being genuine.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking, like, if they were my age.
Right.
But it's still, like, we've kind of been programmed to be like, stay away from that. Like,
Well, that's smart, though, right? Because
Yeah.
generally guys that are kind of out there in public, like not in like a confident way, but in kind of like a creepy, gross way,
Yeah.
aren't really the type of people you want to be with.
no.
But
you don't.
it's funny, it's that it goes the other way around. Like if a girl catcalled me, because going back to what you said about you being scared to ask somebody out, generally girls are a little less forward.
Yeah.
So if a girl is catcalling you, damn, they must be fucking confident. And
Yeah.
just as much as you think confidence in a guy is hot, confidence in a girl is one of those things that you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of girls know that, but they haven't quite gotten to the point where they can. Like, a lot of girls
Yeah.
can't really display it.
Yeah, they're aware of it, but
Yeah.
they're not comfortable showing it
I
yet.
mean, me, like, I'm a lot more confident than I used to be.
Yeah,
But, like, I
of course.
knew that confidence was hot. I knew that a long time ago.
Right.
Before I could
But it's
even
hard to
let
act on
out.
it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing, is that also we're fucking new at all of this.
Yeah.
We're 18. We have no idea, right?
That's true.
Like, I can't wait for university.
Oh my god, I'm so excited
I'm
for college.
so
Holy
excited.
Shit. It's gonna be so amazing.
Where are you going again?
Olds College in Alberta.
You going back to Alberta
Yeah.
with all the bullies and the
All the
and the
bully-
ice skater
Well,
kids?
I'm not moving back to the suburbs.
True. Well, they've probably also grown up a little bit. The
Oh
people.
yeah, I still talk to a lot of them. The hockey boys looked out for me in middle school.
Oh, nice.
Like they'd be like lurking around the corners, and like someone would start bullying me, they'd like pop out. And I'm like, holy, and I think back on it now, I'm like, why? Like, why? They were really sweet boys. Like, the whole group,
Nice.
the whole hockey team. Not one of them, like, bullied me.
That's good. So are you excited to go back to Alberta?
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Are you? What exactly is it that you're like looking forward to?
Being with, like, my people. Like, you guys are my people, for sure.
Yeah.
But I have, like, 4 of you.
Right.
I'm excited to be in a whole school with people who are like-minded. And I'm trying out for a sports team. And if I
You're
make
gonna be
that
a pro
team-
athlete.
Well, that would be so amazing. No, that's a few years down the road if I make the team.
I think you'll make the team.
I really hope so. I'm gonna like really grind this summer and the whole next year actually.
So what sport are you playing?
Rodeo.
which means
well,
what?
there's a few events like I have to choose. I'd obviously do barrel racing because I know I'm good at that.
What's barrel racing?
There's like 3 barrels and you run really fast on a horse in a cloverleaf pattern around them, and it sounds so lame until you get really into it. There's so much more to it, and it's so amazing.
Really?
Okay. Adrenaline rush, like holy shit, like it is an extreme sport.
Well, because you're moving at what? How fast can a horse run? Like a train?
Fuck, I don't know.
60? 50? 50?
I really
kilometers?
can't tell you, I'm sorry.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I want to say, like, Rainbow, last time I, like, clocked her speed, 47, does 47 kilometers sound right? 47 miles is really fast.
That's like 80 clicks. That can't be right.
So then it would have been, like,
kilometers. It was probably kilometers.
Yeah,
but that's still insane.
And we weren't even, she's not a performance horse by any means. She's just
right.
fast. Like,
and, yeah, so it is an extreme sport then,
yeah.
because you're moving at 50 kilometers an hour.
Well, and you're going, like, and they go faster than that. Fuck, like, the horses they use, they're the fastest, like, breed.
Okay, so barrel racing?
Yeah, barrel racing, team roping, there's, like, a bunch of different kinds of, like, roping, where you rope cows. Fuck, this sounds so, like, redneck.
Okay, sorry, you're saying this, and I'm picturing you
yep.
in cowboy boots,
yep.
big cowboy hat, with the lasso on a horse.
Yep.
Just lassoing up cows?
Okay, I have to cut you off on the word lasso, because that's why we look redneck. It's called a lariat.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain this to me.
So the rope we use is called a lariat. And we don't say lasso because that just sounds so, like, twangy.
Twangy?
I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I do really.
Careful, you might shit on your sport.
Rodeo. No, it's like, it's a real sport. It's a real world. They're real athletes, and they're not, like, rednecks like everyone thinks.
No,
they
I
don't
know.
wrestle cows around. Like,
okay, but you said cow lassoing. Is that what you said?
No.
What did you say?
I said team roping.
Team roping.
So
Where did cows come into it?
You rope cows.
Like actual cows?
Actual cows. They wear little helmets.
Oh my god, wait. When are you trying to do this?
When?
Yeah. Because I need...
2022.
Oh, goddamn. Okay, I need, when this happens,
yeah.
if I don't see you hauling ass with a bunch of cows with little helmets on their head, I swear to God.
It's so cool. It sounds so lame. You have to search up in some videos. Search up NFR team roping. These people look so badass. Like, it's crazy. It's so cool.
Okay, my word. Are they biker helmets?
No, they're like little. They wrap around their horns, like little leather horn helmets.
Why are they wearing helmets?
I don't know, to protect their
cows.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, okay. I'm genuinely super stoked for you because that's gonna be so fucking cool.
I'm so stoked.
That's like
if I make the team, it's a varsity team, and I'm.
Oh my god, you're gonna be a varsity athlete.
If I make the team, I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
I think you will. You've lived your whole life around horses.
Yeah.
Like for a long time. I mean, you work at the horse place here on island. You have your own horse. Mm-hmm. You and several of the other girls on the island like ride all the time.
Yeah.
It's been a part of your life, and you are going to Alberta.
Yeah.
Not Alberta, sorry. You're going to Australia next year.
That's the plan. I might, if I can afford a ticket. It's gonna be kind of crazy.
$2,000, right?
Sometimes more. I saw that someone it was like $4,000.
Buy it right now. Airplane tickets are dirt cheap at the moment.
I don't know. I'm thinking. I might find a place to settle down here for the next year and then go to Australia after college.
Really?
Well, then I can stay 2 years in Australia rather than 8 months.
True. That's news because I thought you were leaving in August.
I thought so too, but I'm not sure. There's just so much going on this year, and I'm starting to get really into like my career, and it's just going to be easier to build that here. I have connections here.
Picking up and moving across the world is really hard.
Yeah. And
for any career that you want to start, no matter what it is, the most important things after hard work is connections.
Connections. And I don't even have a lot of connections here, but it's just something.
It's more than nothing. You're not starting at zero.
Exactly.
Actually, and so you're not even starting in negatives either, because some people burn a fuck ton of bridges and fuck up, but you have...
That's true. That's something I've been really cautious about, because I feel like I am one of those people who could burn bridges if I'm not careful.
Yeah, probably.
So I'm super respectful, like whenever I can be. Like I don't want to leave bad connections.
Right. Okay, so then you have some amenities here that's going to make you want to stay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Not on Salt Spring.
No.
I'm fucking getting out of here.
I'm so done with this.
I mean, I love Salt Spring, but I can't be here any longer. I need to leave.
There's small bubble.
Small
It's
bubble.
just a small bubble here.
I'm claustrophobic. I can't. I struggle with that, so yeah, no.
I could see that. So here's the worst question.
Okay.
How does COVID factor into all this? It's the worst.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not abiding by COVID. I have not changed my way of living
Since day one?
since day one.
I don't know if that's true. You can't claim since day one because there was definitely like we spent almost all of high school. We'd hang out at least like twice a week.
Yeah.
And I didn't see you for like a good 2-3 months at the beginning.
And that's because everyone else changed. I was
Right.
still out and about. I was hanging out with whoever I could hang out with. And of course I'm being respectful.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I was never not respectful before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still being respectful, just in a different manner in some ways.
I think respect is a really good way because there's levels to it. You can
Yeah.
blatantly because I'm also kind of getting to the point where I'm a little COVID sick.
I couldn't care less. I really couldn't.
Yeah, that's why I hang out in Beachside all the time.
Fuck yeah. I mean, there's one girl, she's in one of my classes, and she's super freaked out by COVID. She believes in media. She has, like, really intense anxiety. I'm like, okay, I feel for you.
I can see that.
She's impressionable.
Right.
So when she comes over to, like, me to show me something, or I'm showing her something, I will just throw my mask on. I'm supposed to be wearing it in that class anyway, but I just don't.
Yeah.
Because I sit far away from everyone.
Well, there you go.
So, like, they can't possibly get mad at me.
No, of course.
But when she does roll her chair over to me, I put it on, even though
Out of respect for her.
It makes her feel more comfortable. I personally don't think it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It makes her feel more comfortable. So if it's an avoiding an altercation,
It doesn't really to wear a mask for 5 minutes doesn't hurt you that much.
No.
And it is good for somebody else.
Exactly. It's
So
making
that's
her feel better.
Yeah, so it's respectful.
Yeah, I'm not validating her feelings. I think it's stupid still, but like I'm not gonna make her feel uncomfortable.
Okay, cool. So then, to the best of your ability, it's not going to change your lifestyle once you move on to what you're trying to do after high school.
I really hope not. I'm gonna try my hardest. I'm definitely not gonna change the way I live.
Yeah.
Of course, there's rules I have to abide by.
You don't have a choice anymore.
There's some times I don't have a choice. I have to put a mask on when I go to the grocery store. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But I haven't put my life on hold.
That's good. I mean, why would you put your life on hold? Like
Because so many people have, and everyone's telling us to.
No. People are telling you to stay inside. Which one? That's
Putting
fucking
my
stupid.
life on hold.
That's fucking stupid. I mean, for you, obviously, you're riding a horse. Yeah, stay in your fucking bedroom with your horse.
Not staying inside. I mean, like, there's a lot of people, they don't have to put their life on hold to stay inside.
Yeah.
I do.
Yes, but I think also the stay inside thing doesn't make any fucking sense to me because you riding a horse, how is that to my opinion, that's safer than being inside of a classroom.
People are still telling me, stay home, be safe. Like,
okay.
You're killing families. Someone told me that on Instagram.
You're killing you.
I'm killing
you
families.
Personally.
Yes.
It's because you're perpetrating the idea of trying in a COVID time. Fuck you, Daphne.
I'm like, fuck off. Like,
no.
Anyway, I don't want to go too into this because I'm so...
I want to say one thing.
Okay.
I want to say one thing that this has been fucking eating at me. You said put your life at hold.
Yeah.
I have never had a more fucking productive year in my entire life.
See, that's amazing.
Than when COVID happened.
I think that's awesome, honestly. And I think, like, it's great that you've been super productive, but not everyone has been able to.
But why wouldn't they take the opportunity?
Because some people, I don't think they're seeing this as an opportunity. They're seeing it as a crisis.
I get that it's a crisis, but, like, it's happening.
It's happening.
You can either sit there, tucked under your sheets at home, quivering, scared of
But there's people like that. And there's a whole fucking lot of them.
There's a lot of them. It's true.
It's almost like they like problems. They want to perpetuate this. Like, we can live with the restrictions as much as I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
I haven't, like, I don't know, I haven't bent my neck out or anything. Like, you have to cut that out. That doesn't make sense.
I'm not cutting it.
Like, I can live with them. I'm not gonna fucking stay home because of restrictions, and I'm not gonna stay home because of a flu. I'm not doing it.
Okay, wait. It's not a flu.
Okay,
Let's be honest. It's not a flu.
It is.
Okay, there is disease that goes around the world all of the time.
Yeah.
There's been sickness forever. I have not been sick for over a year because of COVID.
Because of COVID.
So in that case, honestly, the like health guards, I've never washed my hands as much. I've never been cleaner, quote unquote, which is great. But it isn't a flu because I know that it's not the pandemic that a lot of people on social media are saying it is and perpetrating it as and like pushing it. It's not like this. It's not like polio. It's not like the Black Plague that happened after World War I. It's nothing to that level in any way, but it is worse than the flu as regard of there is genuine long-lasting effects, and people not our age are dying from it more than just a flu.
See, I understand that it's maybe a bad flu.
Okay, sure. Hit one with the bad
Okay,
flu.
it's a bad flu.
Sure.
Not for everyone, obviously.
Yeah.
I've known tons of people, because we know, everyone in BC likes to tell me that Alberta's numbers are so bad.
Yeah,
well, I know a lot of people in Alberta.
All you conservatives, God.
Fuck, I know a lot of people who did have COVID there, and they got a little bit sick. Some people got a little bit more sick. Mm-hmm. Some people, a few months later, they're still feeling some effects. Like, I understand that they have fluid in their lungs.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a doctor, so I can't talk about this, but lots of other things do that. And yes. I also know people who have committed suicide because of these restrictions. So I think being dead is a lot worse than having lasting effects.
True. Like lack of scent, lack of taste.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not really glad that you brought that up about people who committed suicide, but that's a fucking issue.
It's a huge issue and everyone's ignoring it.
Why? Why are people ignoring the fact that more people died from suicide and drug overdoses and have slipped into addiction than...
Because the COVID protocols are more important.
They're not, though. The whole point of COVID is to keep people safe and alive, and if more people are dying...
Though. We're not doing that, and that's why it aggravates me so... Or personally, I can get upset because my dad was stuck on a boat for 7 months, and I can say he has lasting mental issues, like mental health issues because of that.
That level of isolation is
It's insane.
Horrifying.
And like having multiple every single month, he thought he was going to be able to come home to his family.
And he'd tell you, and then you'd be like, oh, yes, I finally get to see my dad, and then no, right?
No.
He's gone again, isn't he?
He's gone again, and he's supposed to be back for my graduation, and I don't think he's going to be, since everyone's
knew everything.
Everyone's freaking out again. But it's okay, because my graduation's a joke.
I mean, yeah, that's... COVID has put the world in a situation where we are not... You'd think we'd be unified.
No.
But we're not.
We're not. It's divided us so much more, and I understand I am part of that problem, the division.
Yeah. You perpetrating it?
I'm half of it, but there's a whole other fucking half of it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to be civil.
I think the thing is that's really important is what you said in the beginning, is that you're respectful about it.
Yeah.
You're not going out there you're not throwing a party with 100 people at it.
No, fuck no.
You're not walking around, like going into a grocery store saying, I can't believe that you're making me wear a mask. How could you do that? Like, you abide by the rules that are being set, and you're continuing to live your life because rotting away in your room is not the answer.
I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. And honestly, there's a few things that I have felt sorry for myself about. Mm-hmm. It did nothing good for me.
No. But your situation with your dad is something that I would consider that is a real thing.
Oh, it's really fucking shitty. And seeing the way it changed, like when he got home.
Yeah.
He's doing fucking things like putting milk in the cupboard, like doing weird. He'd leave.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, he was like messed up. Like he couldn't live in a normal house. Just
because he'd been stranded on a boat. Like, I don't know, have you ever like gone on even like a week-long trip where you're just on a boat? No. Okay, so it's a mindfuck. Mindfuck, yeah. Just 1 week. And 7 months?
Well, to add insult to injury, when the initial big freakout happened in March,
yeah,
he and his crew, they were stuck for 2 weeks without food. They had rice. They were in the Philippines, so they fished. Yeah. They fished off the deck of this fucking ship.
To survive.
And they ate fish and rice because no one would bring them food for 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
I'm not joking. It's real life.
I believe you. That is real life. Yeah. That's like the thing where it's like, why is there people on social media shitting on you for the things that you're choosing to do, or saying like, I can't believe that you're going to be you're mass spreading, or you're killing other people's family when you haven't been able to see your family.
Well, I remember when we were still in school. It was right before spring break.
Yeah.
And I was kind of foreseeing what was going to happen, right? I was like, fuck you guys, like, what if the world shuts down, my dad's stuck on a boat? And everyone's freaking out about this virus. I'm freaking out about my dad starving to death on a boat.
Yeah.
And obviously, this was before he was actually stuck without the food. Like, when that was happening, I understood that they were fine. My mom was like, oh, they're eating lemons and oranges. They're fine. They're not going to get scurvy. Apparently, they had oranges and lemons on board.
So, why couldn't they take a boat? If no one on the boat has COVID and they do isolation for 2 weeks, like, I understand. I mean, I know that, like, okay, to take a boat from here to even Hawaii
Okay, I have to
takes
cut you
months.
off right there. Obviously, that is the common sense way.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm asking.
But there's not common sense. It's not common sense. It's a hysteria.
With these people.
So the common sense was outweighed by the hysteria. There's boats. Remember, there were boats full of food sitting in these, like, what do you call them? Boat docks. All the food's rotting.
I'm gonna help you with her. Here you go. There you go.
And, like, so there's this food rotting.
Yeah.
It's not getting anywhere. The food doesn't have fucking COVID on it, okay?
No.
The apples aren't, like,
Gonna get you.
writhing with COVID. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
There's people I'm sure there were people who did starve to death. My dad, thankfully, he works for a pretty big company. They were able to get food to them.
Right.
I'm sure there were fishing.
Yeah.
There were people stranded, for sure.
For
100%. Like, that is hysteria. Of course, you could be like, yeah, someone could go out in full, like, masks and everything and bring them some supplies.
But there just wasn't
But
logic. There wasn't logic.
There wasn't logic.
I mean, the other thing is, like, for fuck's sakes, you could fly a helicopter in, drop a crate full of food in the water, and then have somebody go out in a raft and get it.
Exactly.
The people never had to, like, meet.
There was and I understand no one knew what was going on at the time.
Yeah. And
No
I'm sure
one
getting it.
actually understood the virus.
Right.
But the common sense was still not there. And also, like, compassion. What the fuck? A giant ship with a bunch of people on it, all families at home in different countries. They pulled into not a million, obviously. They pulled into multiple different docks to try to get someone to let them dock their boat.
And they were turned away every time?
Every time.
Holy shit.
And they're anchored. My dad, they were so far away from the, like, shore at one point, they had nothing green to look at. They had this plant, and it was by the coffee machine in there. I told you the story, right?
No.
It's heartbreaking. So they had this plant, and all these grown men are obsessed with this plant. My dad told me the story when he got home. He's showing me these pictures of these plants, and he's telling me how it flowered 3 times, and it grew 4 more leaves, and how they gave it baths in the sink, and they fed it coffee grounds, and he was, like, telling me how this plant looked different on the days that the sun wasn't out and stuff like that. And I was like, Dad, why did you love this plant so much? And he was like, because it was something green. And he's, like, tearing up while he was telling me that. And I didn't have the heart to tell him that's not normal.
No, of
For
course
a
that's
grown
not
man.
normal. That makes me...
And he called it his plant, and it wasn't his plant. It's just by the coffee machine. It's just a fucking plant.
But it was, like, a link to something other than just...
To normal life.
The ocean.
Yeah.
Because, like, sailor's madness, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's a thing.
You're out there, you're sleeping on a boat, you're in the middle of like, that's the effect that can have. I would really actually, I know, obviously you want to see him more. I would love to have time to sit down and have conversations with him.
You should. He has amazing. He's lived a long ass life.
I'm sure of it.
He's 50 years old. He's lived 100 years. Like,
wow.
The stories I grew up with, real stories.
Yeah.
Not fairy tales.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like
crazy.
Insane.
Do
you ever want to experience those types of things?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I can't live like he does.
No, not live like he does, but that's why I'm so excited for the rest of life. That's why I can't.
Too.
That's why I can't spend this time right now where I'm 18 hiding under my bed.
That's why I need to get off this island.
Fucking island.
Yeah, I know. I want to move. I'm doing as much as I can here. I'm spending great quality time with my friends, with my boyfriend. I love people around me, and I really value those connections.
Of course.
But I feel stuck, and I'm getting cold feet, and it's just getting worse and worse every day.
Every single day. So that, well, you know what? Once this is, and fuck it, I'm so tired of hearing once this is over.
I know.
Let's just fucking do something then.
Well, that's what we did. That's why we went to Tofino.
Yeah, and it was amazing, right?
Amazing people. For a whole night, it felt like COVID never existed. It was amazing.
Because why should we be scared of people?
We shouldn't be. I will never forget that night. It went from walking around on the beach, some people... Have you met Jordan? Like, it was just the cutest
Have you met
thing.
Jordan?
Yeah, this little girl, like, not little girl, she's like me.
Have
she's
you
like
met Ted?
She's like dragging this guy behind him. She's like, have you met Jordan? And we're like, no, hi Jordan. 10 minutes later, we're all singing and dancing around this fire on the beach. To
That's
like
amazing.
early 2000 songs from our generation.
Yeah.
Then more people joined us. Fast forward 45 minutes, I'm playing with some fucking fire stick. I'm like swinging around above my head like with this street performer guy. It was amazing. Like, I will never forget that night.
No, because it was the first time that you've probably gone out and met some real new people.
It was crazy.
In so long, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just one of those things. Like, it's been forever.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden you get to see all these new people and, like, I don't know, it drives me crazy, this idea of, like, you should be scared of other humans.
I hate that because, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a people person. I love people so much. Like, so...
Yeah, they're great.
The idea of not wanting to be around people, I'm like, holy shit, what? But I know that some other people are like, no, this is great. I'm having a great year. I've talked to other people. They're like, I've had the best time, this best year of my life. Like,
When they're not allowed to go to school and meet people, they're like, this is the shit. I love it.
And that's their thing. If that's what they want to roll with, okay. I don't understand.
That must have been nice for those people.
Must have been nice for them, I'm sure. And I'm sure that once they've gotten a taste of that, they might shape their own lives in a different way. Mm-hmm. And good on them if they, like, that's great for them. I'm going to shape my life in a different way now. I'm going to make sure I'm always surrounded by people, like...
Like your people.
My people. And I don't want to say I'm going to make sure I'm surrounded by my people because I might not always be able to find my people. Before I moved here, I had, like, in middle school, I'm bringing it back to middle school a lot. I had, of course, the hockey team looked out for me. I had a few friends here and there. Yeah. But I felt pretty fucking hated.
Yeah, you told me that.
I still loved people. And people were showing me nothing but fucking, like, I don't know.
Animosity?
It was horrible.
Yeah, no, I can really relate to that. Yeah. Because in middle school, I was also picked on a lot.
Right, yeah, you were.
And it's kind of interesting to... We've actually had a really similar kind of story in the way of, like, we were both bullied a lot in middle school. We made a transition into high school. Grade 10, we both had, like, what you'd call a glow up. It went to our heads a little bit. Yeah. And then now, I mean, I'm not in a relationship anymore, but I was. And, like, we kind of... It's interesting that we've had a lot of similar steps, and now we're both at this place where, like, okay, this island is great. Yeah. There's people here that are amazing, but, like, it's time to go.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready to move on. I'm so scared.
Are you?
Oh my god, yeah. What if I find myself totally alone?
You won't. You have this, like, just energy about you that makes people like hanging out with you.
I don't know.
I think you do.
I hope so, but I really don't know. A lot of the time I feel like I'm a little bit overbearing and super irritating, and I've been working on that. Like, I for real this time, when I say I'm working on the loud thing, I'm fucking not. Maybe I should start. Like,
No. Loudest person in the room, everybody will pay attention to you. Like,
that's true.
It's good.
I mean, that's true.
You know what? Okay. I don't think you should change anything. Because when we used to go to parties, and you'd always go first, you'd be there, and... I sometimes wouldn't even want to go, and then I'd be like, okay, Daphne's there, like, I'll show up. I'd show up, and the first thing that I would hear, Nico! Oh my god, Nico! And you'd just run at me and, like, give me the best hug, and instantly I was on a vibe, and I was happy, and I was like, all right, here we go, like, I gotta hang out with Daphne, I gotta hang out with the girls, this is gonna be a good night. Mm-hmm. And so I don't think you should change anything. I think that like, obviously you're gonna grow, and you're gonna mature, and you're gonna become, like, an older version of yourself, but, like, who you really are is so cool. It's so fucking cool.
I appreciate that. I can't help but think there's some people who think otherwise.
Yeah, but you can't please everybody.
I can't please everyone, and honestly, they don't have to spend time with me.
Yeah. So. And honestly, their loss.
like I can't say that much. I don't know, but like.
Well, I can. So there you go.
I'm just happy when I really click with people like you. Yeah. And all my girls.
And just everyone.
It's amazing, and the fact that I can, like, from the other side of the room, over 50 heads, Nico! And then, like, run through a group of people. Everyone jumps out of my way. And I'm, like, sliding with my socks on the hardwood. That's amazing.
And your voice just cuts through everything.
Yeah.
It's, like, literally, like, music, max volume, people screaming and shouting, and somehow this little fucking person is hopping up and down, and I can hear you just coming.
You could say piercing.
Yes.
Some people say I project my voice. I think that's just a nice way of saying
That's a really good way of putting it. I'm not gonna lie. How long have we been going for?
I don't know,
What
a long
time is it?
time.
It's been a while. Holy shit! It's 8:00.
When did I get here?
I think you got here at 6.
6:45. Yeah.
6:45. Okay. Well, do you want to keep going? Is there anything else you
Sure.
want to talk
I
about?
want to do more upbeat because I didn't like when we got into the COVID stuff.
Because COVID is.
Like, I'm honestly, edit how
It's
you
just
want.
enough.
It's your podcast, but
Yeah.
I don't want people to see the angry side of me anymore.
Okay. Well, what is there something else? Like, we talked about you traveling.
Yeah.
You want to go to Australia. What made you want to go to Australia?
I want to see the world. I want to get out of here. I've been wanting to go to Australia for so long. Mostly, I think when I was younger, I really liked the idea of it because it's an English-speaking country.
Yeah.
I don't know much about their culture, but it seems like
They're really cool.
They're really cool.
They're really cool.
Really
Australian
chill
people are
like,
fucking
and
fun.
yeah, because so many of them come here.
Yeah, that's
My
because
whole-
Canada, and then we have like a really good
Yeah.
like thing back and forth where you can go there and
Yeah, till you're 30.
to your 30 and
Work
work
there.
there, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. I that's not to say I don't want to visit other places. Of course I do.
And it's warm.
More, yeah. And I'm not actually. Maybe it'll change once I actually get there. But I'm not scared of the bugs and the animals. Maybe once I get like a snake bite or something.
Oh, and the
might
spiders.
change. I'm actually okay with spiders. I used to really hate them, and now I'm fine. I'd much rather spiders. Other day, I saw an earwig on the floor. I made the most disgusting, guttural, gagging sound.
But a spider.
It made Hassan jump.
It's fine.
He jumped. He was like, holy shit, like, what is wrong with you? But a spider, I'm like, okay, earwigs, disgusting creatures.
They're really gross.
Yeah.
They're really gross.
Yeah, so there's a few things.
So you're not scared about the animals?
No.
No. So is
Not
there
right
like
now.
is there like a thing there you want to do?
They have the world's largest cattle ranches ever.
Really? Oh, because
Yeah.
it's just.
It's
Isn't
huge.
Australia
It's
fairly
fucking
large?
massive, yeah. And they call them stations. So I really want to get into that. But I mean, also, I want to be on the ocean. Once I moved here, living near the ocean, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
I'm really going to miss it.
It's amazing. Especially, I think that's the other thing. Australia, the ocean's warm.
Oh my god.
The ocean's warm all the time.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, here our ocean's so cold. Fuck.
Yeah. You can swim in it during the summer. There's like 1 month that you can do it.
Nikita jumped in the other day.
Really?
Fuck, looked cold. I remember jumping in. I jumped in March 2 years ago. I thought I like died and came back to life again. I was like, how am I swimming right now? Like,
Yeah. No, it's not. It takes a long time to heat up, but
Yeah.
that's there. I want to go to the tropics too. I mean,
Yeah.
like I'm getting my diving certification, and I
Yeah,
really,
that's so cool.
I really want to dive the barrier reefs. I really want to go to like, I think that I'm a solar powered person. I think
Yeah,
I think
I
that
understand.
heat and energy, like I'm smiling, I'm grinning this type of year. I can walk around shirtless all the
Oh
time.
my god, your energy in the summer is immaculate.
Yeah.
Like, all year round, you're a super cool person, but in the summer, it's like someone just emerges from
I
the
love
winter
it.
Nico. I'm like, what is going on? Like,
I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm just free.
yeah.
And you get to just, I don't know. It's just way better. And I used to love winter. I'd be like, oh yeah, fall's coming. It's my birthday. We got Halloween and Christmas. I hate Halloween now.
I love Halloween.
What?
Yeah, no, I love Halloween.
I
I,
just-
hate Christmas.
Christmas is, yeah.
I hate Christmas. I love Halloween, though. I love New Year's.
What's so great about Halloween? Please,
I don't
make
know.
Halloween good for me because
It's just so fun for me.
I like the idea. I like the freedom.
Yeah.
But as a guy, I just never know what to wear.
That's
I
true.
honestly can't do it. I went as
Definitely
a
girls, so it's a lot easier.
I went as a gay cowboy, okay?
Yeah,
I'm out of ideas.
I loved your gay cowboy outfit. Tight and bright with a straw hat. Like, that was interesting for sure.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Was
I
it
remember
though?
I made Calvin dress up like Mr. Copeland.
That
And he
was
fucking-
good.
And he did it.
And he nailed it.
And he nailed it.
Yeah, that was a good costume.
No, it was. And so, I mean, like, maybe for girls it's different because I threw on a pair of devil ears and I did some dramatic eyeliner and I was like, fuck, I'm a devil. Except for that whole night, I announced myself as a race car driver. So,
How high were you that night?
I don't know. I went into the party as a devil, came out as a race car driver.
Gone through some transformations
Yeah.
halfway through. I mean, all of you girls were. When is that? Like, you guys were all just like a squad of devils.
Yeah.
And then there was the one, Anna, the Italian
Yeah.
exchange student, completely topped all of you guys.
Oh my god, I called her the better devil all night long,
Yeah.
but she wasn't even devil.
I know. She was
She was like Maleficent.
She was Maleficent,
Yeah.
But I think I hooked up with her that night.
I think you did.
No, it was Maya's party later.
Oh,
no, it was.
fuck.
I did hook up with her.
I don't remember much, honestly.
Well, yeah, it's Halloween. I don't think you're supposed to.
I was hanging out with Mr. Copeland all night. I was.
Yeah, you were.
So that was an interesting time. No, Halloween, I think it's just a free pass to just have fun.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And dress up and be a different person and be wild, like...
Alright, I changed my mind. I thought I hated Halloween,
Yeah.
but talking to you about Halloween, I fucking love Halloween.
Hey, we have to make sure to do something fun then.
Oh, of
Next
course.
Halloween, I don't know,
Wait, well,
I don't care where we are.
It's different. 19,
Yeah.
all of us. Well, not all of us, but the ones that aren't 19 can pass as 19.
And yeah, you and I are turning 19.
You and I will be 19.
Yeah.
We'll have drive, like we can all drive.
Mm-hmm.
We've all probably worked and have some money, so we can actually do something.
Yeah.
Hopefully have money.
Fuck, I don't know. My primary fucking job, I keep getting laid off.
Look, I got you.
Okay.
I think I got you. Maybe.
you.
You know, Liv asked me for work as well.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Liv is a little bit, I think she's kind of sick of beachside.
yeah, she's there a lot.
Yeah, she's there a lot.
She's
I mean,
there
that
a lot.
happens. When I had the same job, I worked the same job every day. I was sick of that job too.
I agree. Same for
Yeah.
me. Like, when you do the same thing over and over again, you're like, what am I doing
I
right
have
now?
4 different jobs.
That's good, though.
And you know, it's amazing. Every day is a new day. I'm like, oh, I'm starting a new work week every day. Like, maybe it's not practical, but like, I don't care.
I mean, I think one thing that is about you is that I really respect your grind. Because I never worked when I went to high school.
Really?
No, I never worked. I would help my dad on his house and on the farm and stuff, but I wasn't getting paid.
Right.
And I had 4 sports, right?
Oh, see, I feel like you work and you play sports.
That's the thing. Like, I had school and sports, so I never worked, and that was my focus, and it was fine. And I worked during the summer. But I'm like, hey, Daphne, what are you doing? And you're like, well, okay, so I have got school Monday to Thursday, and then I'm working at the restaurant 2 of those days, and then I'm working at the pet store another day, and then I got beachside another day, and then I got to study because I'm in grade 12, and it's kind of an important year.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, I'll be able to podcast with you Friday night, maybe, but like...
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably was a pain in the ass to get a hold of, because I was like, yeah, I work Harbor House like every weekday, and they work this place on the weekend, this place on Saturday, this place on Sunday, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing this Sunday night. But,
You work so hard.
Fuck, not anymore. I just got laid off of the hotel, but... Fuck, thank you, Bonnie Henry.
Here we go. So
Sorry.
COVID.
Just had to put quick little shout out.
But I it's inspiring. It's inspiring. It's inspiring to me because I have a problem where I feel like I have to be successful and like work all of the time.
Okay, well I have the same problems.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I mean. Like it feels good to know that there's somebody else.
Yeah, but I feel like
that.
sometimes it can just be that it's a problem.
It is not. It's not healthy.
It's not. Sometimes I'm so fucking burnt out. I'm exhausted. Yeah. I'm miserable. I'm a bitch.
Like really angry.
Really angry, and I'm like, holy shit, Daphne, take a day to yourself, and that's what I did last night. I took the night to myself.
It's only one night.
One night, I feel a million times better though.
Yeah, I know. No, I agree. I mean, I live in my parents' basement. Like, okay, it's not really a basement, but it's
a pretty nice fucking.
It's
basement.
a pretty nice basement, but stereotypically, in theory, I'm unemployed because I run my own business, right? So I don't actually have a real job. Yeah. True. I don't go to school, and I live in a basement. Right. I love saying I live in my mom's basement rent free.
Does it sound amazing?
No, but then context is really important because my stepdad, who has worked very hard in his life and been really successful, he said to me, Nico, you should stop working. There's no reason for you to keep working. You are doing all of these things and you're pushing yourself, and you came home on a Tuesday night, fell asleep at 5 o'clock and slept for 24 hours. You shouldn't be doing that to yourself.
Burnt out. And you really get on the grind, and you don't really get off of it. And that's not always a bad thing though, in my opinion, but I don't have as much knowledge as your stepdad.
I agree, but I think that the fact that he said that to me, I took 3 days. Yeah. Like, my version of taking 3 days is, like, I laid around a little bit, I studied for school, I organized podcasts and work and stuff like that, but it really helped me mentally to just take that time, and now I feel so much better,
Yeah.
And also just, I think getting the recognition from my stepdad and my mom and my dad who are like, hey, Nico, you're doing really, really well, and I'm super proud of you. It was kind of all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
That was it. I was like,
need-
okay, cool. I can breathe finally.
Yes, you just need a little bit. I'm not even gonna say validation. Just someone to tell you.
Validation.
Validate. I mean, you're not all of this is for nothing.
Yeah, it's like
You're doing well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing for the people out there that are on the grind all the time.
Yeah.
Is you get that validation. If someone who is really important to you says that, that's like that can be like oh, okay, cool, right?
Yeah.
And because I'm like that and someone said that to me, I definitely I need to do that more for other people.
I think so. Me too, actually. And you can tell the difference a few days makes, and even just like that little bit of encouragement.
Yeah.
I met my dad said the same thing as your stepdad. I remember when I got laid off the first time, I was so upset.
Yeah, because you're like, what am I doing now? I'm not doing any work.
I'm not making money. I'm not being like
productive.
And I was fucking
Productivity.
cleaning. My house was fucking spotless. Holy
Yeah.
shit, never been cleaner. Because I just can't stop. And he said, Daphne, I'm so glad you're not working right now.
Take this time because
Take
you
this
can.
time. And he was like, and I, you know what? In that time, I learned how to drive. I got closer with my horse. I got closer with my friends. It was amazing.
So why do you think we're like this?
I don't know. I wish I knew.
Like, what is it about this word? Because it's always in my mind. Be productive.
I have no idea. I feel like if I go to sleep, if I come home, go to sleep without cleaning my room first,
Yeah.
I feel like such a fucking failure. I'm like, wow, I'm scum. Like, and that's not to say people who don't clean their rooms should feel like that. You shouldn't.
You feel that way.
I feel that way.
Because for some reason we're programmed to think that, but I honestly don't know what it is.
I have no idea. I don't know.
It might have been like, no, I can't even think about it because like, I don't know. I go home. If it's 8:00 at night, I finish all my homework. I've cooked food for the family. It doesn't matter what it is. I haven't worked out yet today. I don't go to bed.
Yeah.
I have to work out.
before you go to bed.
I have to work out every single day, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's like nicotine.
It
Being
is.
productive is like nicotine to me. It's like I have to fucking do it, and if I don't do it, I think that I'm like failing, and then all of a sudden I stop being productive for 3 days. Stop being productive, or like just breathe.
Give yourself a break.
I breathe, and I feel really fucking good now.
See, I feel good once I've gotten back into it again after my breather. But during my breather, I feel like such a waste of space. And people should not feel that way, to clarify.
Yeah, of course not.
That's how I feel, and I'm acknowledging that it's a bad thing, and I'm figuring out what that is.
It's a bad thing that you work so hard, Daphne. God.
But the weird thing about that is I like the way I live. That's the thing. I'm not upset about it.
I agree. I think like just I appreciate life so much more at the end of a work day or at the end of like whatever.
Same. I'm happy. The other day I was working in town, and I went to my like other job at the barn. I'm taking care of horses and stuff. It's sunny outside. I have a new caffeine drink in my hand. I'm like, you know what? Actually, I'm charging. I'm literally like, I'm in the sun. I'm moving. I'm pretty happy.
Solar powered people.
Literally, I'm out of that stuffy shop in town. I'm outside. Like, I don't even care that I'm gonna work till 8 tonight. I'm happy.
See, that's the other thing is that I think once we're on that grind and you do that cycle and then we go and have a fire tomorrow night, I feel like I fucking earned it.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much better.
Oh my god, I'm that much more excited for tomorrow night because I'm gonna work tomorrow. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go to beachside, enjoy my freaking lunch break, okay? Yeah. Gonna go back to work for a bit and then go hang out with my buds all night, and I'm gonna feel good about it.
And like enjoy it, and there won't be any lagging, I should have written that essay, or I should have done this, because we already did it.
Yeah.
It's been finished. We did the steps. We've done all of the things.
It's done. Yeah.
Which, in that regard, I think is super healthy. So what I've been really trying to do is be able to learn balance and coordination.
Yeah, the balance.
Do you know how useful a calendar is? I had no idea, but holy shit.
I can't actually. I think I'm not totally great with calendars, but like planners, notes. I love writing lists. Holy shit, I love lists. But here's the thing. I'm so fucking chaotic. I'm such a chaotic person. I am organized by no means.
You're just a little whirlwind fucking spinning through life.
I'm a tornado, but my...
Tasmanian devil.
But my spaces are clean. My room's
Your room
clean.
is gorgeous.
I'm chaotic, but I'm making sure the things around me, the things that support me, my bed, My room, my space, my clothes, all
Your
of that is
people.
clean and organized.
Your family.
My friend, I can't control my family.
Okay, sorry. Your chosen family.
I mean, everything that, I'm just making sure that everything else that is supporting me, that's in order.
It's like you're juggling 17 different objects that are all different weights and sizes.
Right.
But are really fucking good at it, and then you have like these things that kind of help you do it and support you in the things that you need.
Well, it makes me feel good. Like at the end of the day, I know my horse is taken care of. Right now, she's wearing a warm blanket. It's gonna get cold today. I didn't have to go do that. She would have been fine.
Yeah,
but I know she's happy. My guinea pigs at home, they're clean. They're happy. They're eating like their favorite food right now. All those things. I don't have to do those things.
No.
But their lives are all organized out as far as I have control of. I don't know how my horse is feeling right now. No fucking idea.
She starts stressing
she
on
could be upset right now. She probably doesn't want to be wearing that blanket. But I feel good about myself that I've gotten them in order. I'm being super chaotic tonight. My day was so fucking chaotic.
Okay, what'd you do? What happened?
I missed my ride to school. So I didn't get a ride to school because
Right.
I'm an idiot. And I forgot that I actually didn't have a ride to school today. So I walked. And then I had to walk a dog this morning. So I went and walked the dog. It was a fucking...
Before school?
Yeah, well... That's the thing. That's why it wasn't in order. This was at like 10:30 a.m.
Or so you just missed half of class?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, there you go.
Walked to school.
You should be graduated high school by now. You're too busy. Your life is too much.
I rolled into class super late. I literally was like, sorry, I had to walk a dog. And that's why you showed up to class 2 hours late. Like, okay. But then I got my shit together. I got my debate stuff together. I took an hour to get my homework together.
Nice.
And then I was fine. The rest of my day was still super chaotic, but it's fine.
Here's a question. So, your room is spotless and clean.
Yeah.
How's your locker?
Well, I share my locker with about 6 other people.
Still?
Yeah.
Nothing's changed from the last 4 years?
No. Because, again, with the people person thing, I'm like, my space is your space.
True.
Like,
that locker bay, though.
Fuck, it's a mess. The locker Nikita organizes is actually... Am I allowed to use names?
If it's something that like I don't think should be in the podcast, I'll cut it.
Okay.
But if not, like in the.
I'm not used to that.
No, it's okay.
One of our friends organizes my locker.
No, you can say Nikita. It's okay.
Nikita organizes my locker for us. A bunch of the boys use it. We all have the combo for it. There's always snacks in the locker.
That's good.
Supplied by Nikita, of course.
Oh, so you guys don't all like chip in to supply?
She's feeding an army. No, I bring some food.
You guys got to move out. You're conquering the high school.
Oh yeah.
You got the grade 10s bullying you now.
Oh my god, what the fuck is with that? The grade 9s and 10s are ruthless this year. And they're fucking mean. I'm like, holy shit, I was here first? Like, fuck off. Like, they're so mean.
In sometimes I was like, I almost stayed back a year in grade 8.
Right, I'm glad you did.
No, but I would have been like your year. I would still be in the high school.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think about that. I was like, man, do I wish that I did that? And then every once in a while I hear these stories and I go, God fucking damn it. I'm so happy that I'm not there.
Here's the thing, it's opposite. I had the choice to stay back a year.
And you did.
And I did. Yeah. And here I am. And getting bullied by 9th graders.
When you're 18.
I'm almost 19.
When you can literally buy booze at grade 12. Because you're like old for your age, my grade.
I have like a late, what do you call it?
Early birthday. Yeah. I fucking love this. I always forget that you're like half a year older than me.
Yeah.
Constantly.
I'm like almost 2 years older than my boyfriend.
Yeah, I know.
A year and 7 months, right? I don't know. I'm really bad at math. It doesn't matter.
I don't know his birthday.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's just kind of funny because I forget. Covered my mouth.
All the time.
I forget all the time that I'm a little older than everyone else. But like a year's not a big.
It's nothing.
It's really nothing.
At our age, it seems like a little bit, but honestly, it's not that much.
Like think about parents. They have like some parents have like 6 years between them. Some have like fucking 10, 15 years.
Troy's parents are 20 years different.
Exactly. Oh right? One of my old friends, her dad was like 80 something years old.
Wow.
And like that's extreme for sure.
Yeah.
But they it was a regular like family.
Yeah, but the thing is just never break it down. Don't think about it too much, because if you think about it too much, you get I was in college when you were born.
That's crazy. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that you're like,
fuck.
Wait a minute.
Sometimes I think like relationships with big age gaps, I'm like, you do you. but I can't imagine myself in that situation.
True, but also we have no context, right?
We have no context, yeah.
We have no idea because I think to a certain extent, like girls mature. It's actually interesting you're dating somebody younger than you because girls mature
way faster than boys.
Way faster, yeah. Like way faster. That's why.
Trust me, I know.
That's why 16-year-old girls date 18-year-old guys.
Yeah.
It just happens all of the time because they're honestly kind of not only in the similar space in life, but like mentally in a similar like area.
Yeah.
And then it's not even less like the 18-year-olds are mature, it's that the 16-year-old boys are children.
Yeah, 16-year-old boys are children.
They're the worst. When I was 16, I was a fucking monster.
I mean, I was too. Like,
True.
If there's any consolation, I haven't really grown up.
Yeah, no.
So
It's just a little ball of like anger and emotions, honestly.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on a lot of things.
I think you've said that like 4 times on this. You're like, okay, look, I get it, Nico. I'm working on it. All right.
I'm standing up for myself. I need to make sure people know I'm acknowledging these problems.
That's the best part. Except, like, acknowledge.
Acknowledge.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the steps are. Acknowledge.
Maybe therapy. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm not in therapy.
You're not. Look, I know your birthday present. I got you.
You're gonna get me therapy for a birthday present.
Tell me that's not the worst.
That is the worst present.
It's like getting someone a scale.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah.
It's like the mental equivalent of getting someone a scale.
Yeah. So yeah, please don't give me therapy for my birthday.
What if we do it like a group thing? Like everybody gets together.
Group therapy.
No. More like, oh, that's a good idea.
No.
But I more mean like the girls and all of us and me pay for therapy for you.
Please don't. I probably never talk to you guys again. My therapist would be like, yeah, they're bad friends.
I think she'd keep me around, but I'm pretty sure she'd tell all the girls that they give you bad advice.
The girls do give me bad advice.
They give you really bad advice.
I give bad advice too, though. We all give each other bad advice because you know why? We're all idiots.
Yeah, I know.
None of us know what we're doing.
I'll be sitting in the corner listening to what you're talking about when it comes to relationships, and I'll literally shoot myself in the head. I'll be like, what?
You're like, what are these girls talking about right now? Like, this is why.
This is why no one is dating anybody.
Like, yeah.
It's because everybody's fucking stupid.
Like, yeah, I know. I can imagine listening to our conversations must be so painful.
I've gotten used to it. I've been hanging out with you guys for a long time now.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we... Actually, I think of all of the friends, I think you're the only one who there's been no falling out.
No, I feel like I was mad at you for, like, a amount of time, but I don't remember why.
I don't know either.
Yeah, so like, see, not memorable, but like, yeah, no, I feel like
we always kind of got along, even though there was there were fucking things.
There were things, but we always got along, and I think it's because we always talked about it.
Communication. I'm gonna go back to it every time.
Yeah, communication
saves humanity.
That's where we're at. Like, we're here now because we talked to it. Of course we have differences.
Yeah.
We just talked about it a while ago, but like, communication. I'm like, yeah, I want to be kind of upbeat about this, and you're like, yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
COVID sucks. I don't want to deal with it.
I don't want to talk about it, but like, we talked about it. We moved on. Like.
Yeah, no. I think it's so interesting because there's so many people that are, I don't know if they're scared to talk, but they just can't. They're like, and they'd rather just like lie and make shit up, and then it gets so much worse.
Oh my god, then you just internalize it. I'm like, I can't really say much because again, like, all of this comes naturally to me. The people thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
No, that's a super arrogant thing to say. I should say like the
no.
People.
You like people and you're good with people naturally.
I don't want to say I'm good with people naturally. I just like people naturally, and I like talking and I like making connections and stuff. But a lot of people have a hard time with that.
So because you like it, you made an effort to be good at it.
Yeah.
How about that?
Maybe.
I
don't know if I'm making.
No compliments, please.
I am not comfortable with that.
That's another thing. I think compliments are great, and so many people are like, please just don't.
I'm scared.
Don't make me like feel good. It's not an emotion I know how to feel.
Well, I'm so bad with like narcissism. I don't want to be a narcissist.
Yeah, you don't want to like the whole, look at me, I'm so great.
Oh my god, constantly I'm like, I'm what do you call it? Like, humble myself. Like, I want to.
Yeah, for someone who's so loud, I've never heard someone say, I'm sorry for talking.
Oh my god, I do that all the time.
All the time. This is why I couldn't have Octavia come on with us, is because you two, you guys would just elevate the thing and just start shouting.
We cut each other off like crazy, and then we're like, you cut with them, we'll get angry with each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny.
Why are you like, you're so good with people, and then you say, I'm sorry, but can I just say something?
Because I think I did have a big issue with cutting people off, and people called me out on it, which I really appreciate. And I have internalized that, and now I still apologize for speaking, because I still feel like I'm cutting people off. And I know I still cut people off, but who doesn't?
Yeah, it's a part of life.
But I think I genuinely had a real problem with it a while ago.
Was this like before we met?
I think like in the last like year, honestly.
Really?
Well, I
feel like you're a lot more emotionally intelligent than more people that I talk to, because in a way of like.
I think I'm an emotional, chaotic whirlwind.
Yeah, but I think that's why you're more intelligent, is because you acknowledge it and you internalize it and you're aware of it. That's what I was like. That's what I was getting at. I was like, you don't just. You're aware of your flaws, and then you're realizing them and you're growing from them, rather than, no, I'm right. I know what's up. Right. I'm the best.
I'm like that about a few things.
So cool.
I hope I'm aware of my flaws, but maybe I have flaws that I'm not aware of.
I think so. I'm sure you do.
Everyone does.
I'm sure everybody does, but even on this podcast, you've said multiple times, I'm aware that I have this issue and I'm working on it. Right? Like, do you know how rare it is for someone to say, I'm not actually very good at this, and I'm aware that I'm not good at it, and I'm trying to be better?
Is it rare?
Yeah. Okay, name somebody else that does it.
You do that.
Okay, somebody else.
I don't know. I can't name anyone right now.
Okay, sure. But, like, I also... Damn, never mind. This position sucks. I like being the one that talks to you.
No, I'm going to ask you questions now.
Okay, what do you want to know about me?
How terrified are you right now, even though you've been doing this podcast for a few weeks now? A few months.
I'm not scared. I was nervous when we first sat down, but I find that once the conversation starts going, it's actually a lot easier.
So is it like that every episode for you?
Every single one. Every single one. I am so anxious when I start, and then I realize that it's literally you just have a conversation, and you keep talking.
I feel a lot better now that, like, I was so scared at first, and then there were a few points when I was like, oh my god, Nico, you cannot post this. Like,
it's all going in.
Asshole. Oh my god. People are gonna hate me.
No, they're not. I think this is actually the best episode we've had.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly think this is probably one of the best ones. And I say it every...
The boys are gonna be upset.
The boys? Mm-hmm. They're gonna be jealous. They're gonna be like, fuck, why wasn't I there?
Why?
Because it's funny. This episode's been hilarious.
Oh, honestly, I feel I don't know. I keep laughing. I have to go.
She's a social person, but she's physically terrified of all of you guys.
I am. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna go to school on Monday, and everyone who secretly, who says they don't listen to a Gen Z perspective but still do, I think most people actually love it. But there's a few people, who mention it in the school as a joke, and I'm like, but you're still listening to it.
Yeah.
Obviously. If you're going to make this reference, you listen to the episode, so shut the fuck up.
You know how much money I've made off this show?
How much?
$0.
Oh, fuck. I really need a good number.
No.
It's young.
It's young, but the thing is that I don't care if even this podcast goes anywhere. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life.
I think it's so cool.
Love podcasting. It's so fun.
I want to start podcasting.
I think I was really happy that I'm not in the high school, and I really, I'm so busy, I really don't see these people that you're saying, they make fun of it. I have no context, I have no awareness of these people that exist. The most that I hear about it is from you and Lex, actually.
Oh, does Lex talk about it too?
Yeah, well, he came on last episode. He came on last week, and we talked.
I'm not that cut up yet. Oops.
I don't care.
Sorry,
it's
fuck me, I know.
I'm actually really happy that people are listening to it. I wish that more people talked about the conversations with me, or there was things that they were interested about and had thought about.
Right.
But at the same time, is that honestly, isn't it? It's scary. Just coming down and doing this podcast. It's not easy.
Well, especially because it's public. I mean, people are listening to it. It's in its early days, but one day there's gonna be fucking so many people. They listen to podcasts from the beginning. Yeah. 2 years from now, people are gonna be listening to this episode.
Oh God, don't say that to me.
I'm gonna hate myself. I'm gonna listen to this episode again.
The other thing is 200 people Our first episode has like
That's nuts.
650 views.
That's crazy.
650 people
That's like
listen
the size
to me.
of our school.
That's so many.
Yeah.
Do you know how bad we were at this the first time we did it?
I
Like,
mean,
it's horrifying.
I can't. I feel like I'm not doing.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I think it's a lot better is because it's easier to like kind of I don't know. You just kind of have to go with the conversation. And personally, I actually think that I'm getting a lot better at it.
Well, you and I have good conversations anyway.
Exactly.
People want to listen to them. I don't know.
That's the other thing. That's what I'm trying to do more with it is that I want to have people on. I want to have like my close friends on, and we have 2 more mics that we can set up.
Oh my
right?
God, that's so cool.
And I want to have people on who are like your dad. I actually want to have older people on that can sit down and tell these amazing stories and experiences that I haven't had yet.
Yeah.
And like genuinely educated.
Oh my God, and make us look so much more forward to it. Wow, I am normally so articulate. I don't know, that wasn't even proper English.
I think you're doing
This is
right.
embarrassing.
No, it's not.
I don't normally speak this way. I don't think.
Okay, is there anything else you want to ask me? Is there anything else? We've been going for 2 hours. This is the longest episode we have.
Really? Okay, we can't do that.
No, we can. I don't care. Because things will get cut. But is there anything else that you want to know? Is there any questions you want to ask me in front of everybody?
When you move off of this island, whenever it happens, where are you going?
Where am I going? Okay, so there's 2 options. Either school's online or it's not.
Right.
If school's online, I'm taking my laptop and I'm taking this and I'm going to the tropics. I'm going to go to Mexico.
Amazing.
I'm going to go to Hawaii. I'm going to go to the Bahamas and I'm going to go to Australia. Well, I was going to go to Australia because you were going to be there.
How long do you plan on spending in each of these places?
I don't know yet. I would like to have someone to come with me.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of traveling with like a friend or 2.
Hey, if I'm available, I'll come with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Because I'll have my diving license. I'll have my fitness training license.
Right.
So I'll have ways to make money anywhere in the world, and I can study at UBC online.
Yeah, and you can employ yourself.
Yes. I can do what I've been doing for the last year, but with genuine education rather than, hey, I work really hard and I've been working out for 4 years so I can do things that most people can't.
Yeah.
Or my other plan is it's UBC. It's there.
I was going to say that you're taking business, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm in Vancouver, which
so cool though.
I disagree. I don't want to live in the city. I don't want to live in the city. It's not my place.
It's not your place, but what if you get there and you're like, this is super fucking cool. Like maybe I don't want to stay here.
Yeah.
But
I'll find a way to like it.
Yeah.
I think I'll find a way to like it.
You will.
Yeah.
But
I think I'll get myself in trouble though.
Oh, yeah.
In university.
Yeah, yes.
I'm gonna get myself in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, you are. But you're gonna learn from it. And it's gonna be a good story one day.
It will be a good story one day.
But yeah, I know you. We talk about it all the time. Nico lives like he has 9 lives. Like
I do. Maybe 7 now.
I'll literally watch something you do. I'm like, you should have died. Like, why? Like.
I mean, we went skiing and you recorded me front flipping off of the thing.
Fucking breaks ankles. Like, yeah, I'm fine, guys.
Hurt.
It looked painful.
Much. I should have backflipped. Apparently, backflips are so much easier.
Yeah. That's why when you front flipped, everyone's like, whoa! Like, whole chairlift, you guys, the whole chairlift, everyone in our vicinity is cheering at top of their lungs. I have a video, it's so cool. Yeah. And he goes like, ow!
Oh, fuck. I literally like hobbled over to you and was like, that was so not worth it.
Yeah, and everyone's like, woo! Yeah, man, send it! Yeah.
No, that was good. I'm kind of sad that part of the year's over, but I'm also looking forward to, I want to learn how to surf.
Oh, yeah. That'd be really cool.
I want to learn how to surf. I got the Surfer Boy vibe, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I've surfed twice, but they were both bad experiences for me, to be honest.
Did you sit too far forward on the board?
I don't know. I just didn't like the water in my face, to be honest. Like, that's just it.
Like, what do you mean? Did you stand up at all?
Yeah, I stood up, but like
really?
Until I stood up, there's water splashing in my face, and there's like salt water in my eyes.
You are scared of like liquids.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Nico
spills.
knows better than everyone. Spills?
There's 2 ways to traumatize you. It's either I come over you with a cup of coffee and I just shake it a little bit, or I pick you up.
Yep.
I put you in a trash can.
Yeah, I mean, trash can thing happened. That was embarrassing.
Best story ever.
Super embarrassing for me.
Nah.
A girl in our school came over. I'm like flailing around with my fucking ass stuck in this trash can, like arms and feet in the air. I'm folded in half. This girl comes over and pushes the trash can over. So I start rolling down the hallway. My other friend's trying to like pull me out, but she couldn't get me out. Like,
I'm just sitting
so
there laughing
embarrassing.
so hard.
And then I like fall out of the garbage can with like a banana peel or something.
That didn't happen at all.
Okay, that's how it felt. That's how it felt.
Oh, man, this has been really fun.
Yeah.
This has been really fun.
This was fun. Now I want to start my own podcast.
You can. You feel free to use the stuff. I don't mind.
Thank you. Maybe I'll take me out and come crash.
Yeah, do it. Please. I can sit in the corner and just watch. I'll just listen.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, well, you gotta get used to it.
You
Everybody
have to
else
put,
is gonna
like,
watch.
earplugs in.
No, I want to hear it all.
It's gonna get to the point where you're like, shut the fuck.
You guys are the goddamn worst.
We're gonna turn it off in the first like 10 minutes.
All right, Daphne, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. That was fucking amazing, as it always is, honestly.
That was so much fun.
And maybe we'll see what people think, but who knows? Maybe we'll get you and the girls to come on,
We'll see.
and we can just shoot the shit.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, peace, guys.